A plane shadow passes over lapping waves on an ocean shore. Salt marshes are a part of marine-influenced ecosystems like the Lake Clark Cook Inlet coast. A brown bear sow and cub eat grass-like sedge along a creek. Ocean-derived nutrients found in grass-like sedges are important for coastal brown bears that depend on them in the spring and early summer. An eagle perches and flies from a driftwood log on a beach. More than this, salt marsh intertidal processes provide large-scale ecological benefits for terrestrial ecosystems and the planet. A man in a Park Service uniform sits in front of a log cabin and speaks to the camera.
You know, these salt marshes are really ruled by rhythms.
National Park Service arrowhead logo, on-screen text. Mike Hannum, ecologist, Southwest Alaska Network.
You've got the rhythm of the day, and you've got the rhythm of the seasons, and you've got the rhythm of the tide.
A time-lapse of a tide advancing on a shore.
When it comes in, it's bringing a lot of nutrients, and that's how you're able to have so much plant productivity in a place that's so hard for plants to live. There's all sorts of stuff floating in this water. You've got sediment, you've got algae, and the water comes in over the salt marsh and it stops, and that stuff starts to settle out.
A time-lapse of water inundating a salt marsh.
And the plants that are growing there are growing on top of this, and this is settling on them, and they're growing on top of it, so they're trapping all this sediment. So salt marshes can actually grow up in elevation because of this tidal input.
Exposed grass roots beneath a beach embankment.
You've got these roots that are continually getting buried, and these plants are taking carbon dioxide out of the air and putting it into their roots, and so they're constantly burying carbon dioxide underground.
Tall meadow plants sway before a line of spruce trees and mountains.
Salt marshes and mangroves are the best things in the world at taking carbon dioxide out of the air, and we call it carbon sequestration. I think something that's pretty special about the salt marshes that we work in here in Alaska is there hasn't been a lot of development. This is still a pretty remote, wild place. And coastal areas throughout much of the world have, they attract people. So these are really pretty pristine systems, and there's a lot of places where you don't get to see that.
A park ranger walks away from us through a meadow. National Park Service arrowhead logo, on-screen text. Southwest Alaska Inventory and Monitoring Network, Lake Clark National Park and Preserve.